Hello, my crafty friends. Um, I remember I told you I had some Happy Mail and a challenge, or a birthday gift and a challenge, and my challenge was to make a planner. Well, I was at the thrift store today and I found this. Now, it didn't have the paper in it because this is that mixed media paper that I cut up and punched holes in to go in here. But this binder and this deal of stickers were this was stuck in the binder, and I paid $2 for that. And I thought that was good. When I was at Walmart, I saw some of these um, notebooks that were $3.88 for these notebooks, and so I think I got a pretty good deal getting this for $2. But but I'd been trying to decide if I wanted to use rings or if I wanted to use those that binding system like the Happy Planner, and I just couldn't decide. And I finally decided I wanted something I could carry with me easily, and I didn't want rings sticking out and catching on things, and I didn't want those discs to come out or cause issues. So I decided that a binder was just the best deal. And when I found this one, I decided this was a good size. I thought I had one at home that I could use, but the ones I have are all bigger than this. They may be this deep, I mean this tall, but they were wider, and so I think this is a good size. Let me get my measuring thing and tell you how big it is. Just a second. Well, there we go. I know I have a ruler somewhere. Okay. Um, it's 9.5 inches by 7.25, and I made my papers 9 by 6. So I think that's a pretty good size. And I cut enough papers to have a sheet for each month, I can put a monthly calendar on there, and then a spread for each week. But that's only for 1 year. She said 2-year planner, and so I'm just gonna have to adapt. And we can do another one next year and do it for 2 years. Um, but I think I want 2 pages for each week, and I may change my mind after I get into it and just do 1 page a week, and then I would have enough for 2 years. But anyway, right now that's kind of my plan. I've got this paper cut, and I've chosen this. I do probably want to decorate it some different. I'm not sure what I'll do to it. I'm not sure, and I may end up just leaving it like this for now because that's not bad. It's not my style really. Um, I'm I'm not really a gold polka dot person, but it's not bad and it's in good shape. It looks like nobody ever used it, um, so for now I'm going to leave it like this, and I've got my pages are 9 by 6, but there were a couple of you who said you wanted to play along, so I was going to let you know the size that I chose was just a 9 by 6 pages in a binder. And like I said, the binder is 9.5 by 7.25. So I trying to decide what to do for backgrounds. I'd like to get a bunch of background pages done before I actually um, before I actually start the thing. And I saw the Jelly Arts people using markers. I've got these cheap markers. I think these are, $3 or $4 set of markers. And I thought I would just try. I've got some extra pages here that I'm going to play with a little bit. And I don't know if it'll be better to put paint on them and then try the marker thing on top of the paint, or if I want to just do marker stuff. I think it's going to come out looking like crayon. That's my guess of what it'll look like. But we're going to start just playing. I don't know. I don't really have any ideas on shapes or what I'm going to do because I I honestly haven't really thought about it much. I'm just trying it out to see if I'm going to do my pages this way. But this is the same paper I'm going to use. It's a mixed media, Canson mixed media paper. And so that's what we're going to play with. And so for right now, I'm just going to do some circles. Oops, this pen kind of skips on it. If you do it on the side, it does better. Okay, let's see. I'm just playing. This is obviously not anything special. Oh, just seeing what it does and what it looks like, and how much different, things you can do without and have it still show up. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It may just look like a mess. All right, let's just do it that much for now. I'm just going to put it down, and you can just kind of, I'm just going to leave that out there. It's one thing about it, it's not as messy as paint as far as if you rub it, All right, let's see what happens. Well, that's what it looks like. And it does look like crayon to me. I thought, just looking at it on the, when I was watching her do it on the video, that's kind of what it ended up looking like crayons. But man, it's perfectly dry the minute you pull it off. I've got that still on there. I wonder if I put some paint on it, if I can pull it off on the back. Let's try. I got this out thinking it might be a good thing to do. It's a pearl white, and I'm thinking maybe it'll work. Let's just try. Oh my goodness, look at that. Well, it does reactivate it, that's for sure. I need something to clean my brayer off on. I didn't really plan too well. I just decided to do this real quick and kind of get y'all thinking and started on oh, that wasn't smart. There's paint all over this, so oh well. Okay, let's see what it pulls up on the other side. Okay, well, that's interesting. It definitely is, it has a different look to it. It doesn't look quite as crayony as this. I'm going to clean this off just so we can be consistent in our playing and we can see what things are going to be like. So I have an idea of what I'm going to do on my papers. I think I'm going to go ahead and put paint on one and then try the markers and see how that works. Here's some Dyna Weekly Media Heavy Body Acrylic Paint. So we'll just put some of that on here. And we'll just put our page on that. Okay. Let's put one down. And then let's bring one of these that I've used for something else earlier. I picked up some of that blue, but there's still some of it around there. Okay, now we've just got a light blue color. I'm going to let that dry. And see, what else can we I'm trying to think of what let's just put down another color, and we'll just put some yellow on top of this and do another page. This is just apple barrel. This is gloss outdoor indoor paint, dandelion yellow. I'm just trying to get some paint on some pages so we can see what happens if we use the markers on something that's already got paint on them. Okay, so let's put that one down. Let's see if we've got another one of these that we can. Oh, that one's kind of cute. Let's leave it alone and do. Okay. Okay. Pull that up. And here we've got some kind of a green yellow one, so we'll just set that aside and let it dry too. See if that one's dry yet. No, not quite. Okay. I thought I had a third one. There's two. Oh. Where did I put that one? Here's this one. Let's see what happens if we put some paint over the top of this. Let's just put a little orange here just for kicks, and if there's any left in here. There we go. Okay. This one already has a little paint on it, so we're going to just leave it like that. Oh, look at that. It put it back down. Okay. That actually even made it show up more. That's kind of amazing. Instead of covering it up, it just makes it show up even more. So the markers act kind of like a resist. Well, that's cool. I didn't expect that. Huh. Okay. And then we've got this. So let's see. I'm going to just put some paint over the whole thing and see if I can get it to come up on a. Yeah, I hate it when I got gloopy paint. Let's see what we can get to come up. I may have put too much paint on here. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get a fresh one here and we'll pull off as much as we can. We may have to do two of these to get this paint off, but Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do 2. All right, let's just stick it on there real quick and see if it'll pull it up. Maybe if we don't wait too long, it'll pull up the extra. Well, it pulled up quite a bit of it. But in order to try out the markers on these that we painted, we're kind of going to need to clean this up. Actually, I may put something else down there, though, because I still need to do the other side of these. And I can do that. And we can clean off a little bit more. Let's see if I can find a... Let's do a pink, just because. Okay. Ah, watered it up. Okay, let's see if we can get this to even out a little bit better. All right, I'm gonna stick 2 of these down. And then we pulled up a lot of it that time. So that's good. Let's see how it pulls up with this. Ooh, I like that. I'm glad I did that. So we've got 2 of those kind of pages that we can use marker on. So we'll let those dry. Oh. I'm just going to go ahead and clean off the plate while I so it'll be nice and clean to try the marker on. Goodness, excuse me. Okay. Couldn't remember where I put the markers. Okay. I'm still amazed at how good that looked after we added paint on top of it. I really thought the orange would kind of cover it up. I was worried about that, but it certainly didn't. So we've got these pages we can play with a little bit too. fact, I think I'm going to play on this one first because we'll see what it does if you've already got something on there and then you put paint on top of it. And remember, we pulled this design up on the, like the shadow print or something from this. So that's interesting. Okay, let's see. Let me find some different colors to play with here. And I think I'm going to make squares. That'll be easy to see. And then we'll just do some doodling. I've never doodled really on the jelly plate before, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, doodling, that sounds good. Let's put some red in here. Oh, goodness, excuse me. I may be playing so long that it won't even work. We'll have to see. That's part of what we need to know. Okay, let's put this down and see what we can get to come up. Let's do it this way. Excuse me. Okay, well that came off pretty good. On top of that, you can still see the design behind it. So if it was solid paint, it would look better. But that's interesting. I think I'm gonna put some paint over that and see if I can pull it up right there. That'll be interesting. Let's do okay, we're just gonna do a unbleached titanium here, and that's probably too much. I have a problem with doing too much. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm going to pause the video just a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do something on these just so we can see how that works. And then we're going to call it good for the first session on my planner for next year. Let's just see how this is going to work out. Let's use some colors that'll look good on the yellow and the blue, and I can just put them both down. do. Let's draw some stems. That wasn't so great. But this is just practice, so it's not a big deal. Let's do some leaves. Okay, just for kicks. Let's just see how it looks. Let's put that one down. We'll do this one the opposite. Round and round we go. See how the magic goes. Okay. It really does look kind of like just a crayon drawing on both of them. I'm not sure, you know, you could use it for borders or maybe to draw your grids for your days. I'm not exactly sure how I would use this in my planner. You might just do something like this and then put stuff on top of it. You know, the page is just it's just the first step. Everything you add to it, you know, comes next. Of course, then we've got this. Let's see if we can pull it up on that. Let's put some yellow behind it because it's sitting there. Oh. Uh-oh, I smeared it. That was probably taking things a little bit further than I really should have. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. This was really wrinkling up. Okay. You can still see it a little bit. But it cleaned the plate off pretty good. I need to clean my brayers. Okay. I'm just gonna, in case I do want to do some more of this later, I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my jelly plate. Not perfectly, but better than I normally do. I normally just leave everything there. You can see I still have crusty bits around the edges because I knew that those little pages wouldn't go to the edge, so I wasn't worried about getting it perfect. Alrighty. Well, thank you, and y'all have a great day. Bye-bye. Sorry, one other thing. Let me know in the comments below if you're planning to play along with me as I work through this next year. If you want me to, you know, do a video every week of my how I do the pages for that week. That was my plan. If people are interested, then I'll definitely do that. But anyway, if not, if people aren't that interested in doing, you know, watching me do it every week, then I might just do a flip through every once in a while. Anyway, I hope that you'll play along and keep a planner. What I'm planning to do for my, well, that's a lot of plans. What I'm planning to do for my planner is use it to keep track of what kinds of videos that I'm um, doing on YouTube, and what I'm doing in my Facebook group, and as well as the things I'm doing with my daughter for school and stuff like that. So this time I'm saying good night for real. Bye bye. God bless you.